everyone. I wanted to share a really weird dream that I had last night. It's actually been a couple of months since I've actually woken up and remembered the dream that I had, so I thought it was worth sharing. And as a disclaimer, I did not expose myself to anything that would trigger for me to have a dream like this, and it's kind of weird because I've only had a dream similar to this type of dream only once before, and it was a really long time ago, so it kind of makes me wonder what it's all about, but I guess I'll just get into the dream. Um, I was not living in this location. I was living in a separate location. It was new to me. I didn't really know the layout. It wasn't familiar. And I was still working for the company I'm working with today. It was just at a different location, and so I didn't know the people. And we were just trying, me and my fiance were just trying to make things work out. Our place was not really nice. Our front door did not lock, but we didn't tell anybody that. But it wasn't like a really secure place, and we were just trying to start out like how most new couples do it. And so everything was working out fine until one day I got this really weird, creepy message on my front door when I was heading out to work, and I didn't really pay any attention to it. I just went about my business and went to work and came home, and there was another note, and it kind of escalated from there. Like, I would get creepy pictures, creepy notes, and I remember at one point, I guess the person figured out that it can, like, get into the house because the door didn't, like, secure all the way. And I remember waking up in my dream, getting out of bed, and my fiance had left a really cute little note on my bedside table saying that he loved me, he was going to see me later when he got off work and I got off work, and, you know, all that stuff. And I flipped it over, and there was this message in a different handwriting that says, "You look so adorable when you sleep." And I just started crying. I was so terrified. And I managed to go to work, even though I was so scared, and I didn't tell anyone what was going on at work, because for some strange reason I figured it was somebody I was working with that was doing this, because I couldn't figure out it being anybody else but them, because I didn't know anybody else. So that night, when I got home, I told my fiance about what happened. I showed him the message, and he just said, we'll really secure the doors, and we'll see if anything weird happens. So that night, nothing happened, and I had to go home I had to go to work really early the next morning. So as I was walking out the door, some guy from my work was approaching the doorstep, and for whatever reason I really didn't think much of it, and he came up to me and he said, somebody dropped this off at work. I don't know what it is, and it was like a bouquet of flowers and this disc, and I was terrified when he handed it to me, but for some strange reason I didn't think it was him, even though that would have been like, ding ding ding, you know, he's obviously the person, he's just making up a damn excuse. But that didn't click in my head at the time, and so like I threw the stuff, and I was like, no, I'm not taking it, just take it back and just throw it away or do something with it. I'm not taking that. And so since that, I realized that I probably did something really bad, because whoever was trying to give me all these weird things was probably watching. That probably pissed them off. So I told my fiance, and so that night we decided to do a stakeout. We got into our car and we hid, and we were just watching the house to see if anybody would, you know, stop by and like drop something or try to get inside the house or whatever. And at one point I happened to look in the rearview mirror, and I saw someone like kind of standing slightly behind one of the light poles that were further down the street behind us. And I pointed out to my fiance, I go, look, I think there's somebody over there watching us. And he goes, yeah, I think so. Let's just kind of like wait a second and see what happens. and the guy moves his arm, and then he really starts, he like kind of starts to walk away, and I'm like, no, I really think that's the guy. We need to go get him now. And we try to crank up our car, and our car does not work. So we jump out of the car, and we start chasing after this guy. He's running on foot, and he manages to slip in a puddle because conveniency of dreams. He manages to slip in a puddle, and we were able to catch up to him. And this is kind of like where it gets all weird. It gets all like more dreamlike, but something happened, and like when we got to him, he managed to knock out my fiance, and he was talking to me, and it was the guy who had tried to give me like the bouquet of flowers and saying that someone had dropped it off at work and whatever and just didn't know where I lived or something like that. And he said that he was really pissed off that I ruined his discs because he could have reused them for something else, but I had damaged them when I threw them. So he was really pissed off with me, and he started to threaten me, and I was cowering like by the light post and thing. And when he left, I thought I heard clicking, so I looked up at the light post, and I noticed that there was a security camera up there, and I was like, yes, I'm totally going to get in contact with those people, and I'm going to get my evidence and put his ass away. And I was really happy. So, and then I woke up, and I was like, victory. Yes, that's how that happened. That was my weird dream. But it makes me kind of like, it's not like I don't trust anybody at my work. That's what's so weird. It's not like I don't trust anybody to do anything like that. But, you know, I did recently get a weird call for when I was working in the bakery department. Someone managed to call the bakery extension and, like, tried to talk to me, and they were being really creepy about it. And then, like, a couple of days later, someone came in and they were, like, sexually harassing one of the, customer service people at the service desk. And so maybe that's what was making it like a whole being related to work type of thing, but it hasn't been on my mind. But I guess it's been in my subconscious mind. I don't know. But I personally have not been like exposing myself to things like that. I guess this is what my brain was thinking about in the back of my head. I don't know. But if you guys have any other opinions, maybe than what I have about what my dream is about, please just leave a comment for me. And if you guys have any weird dreams like that yourself, please share them with me. I would love to hear about other people's dreams and what you think they mean. Also, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I am trying to post more, but since paranormal things are not necessarily happening on cue because they're not supposed to happen on cue, you really can't control that. It's been a little slowed down. So I have to really get ready for work now. I have to really take off. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.